What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to another topical video to try and help you guys through the international break. I'm currently studying myself on holidays with the family, but I didn't want to leave you guys high and dry, so we've recorded a series of videos. Tonight, I'm going to be asking that dreaded question that I don't really want to answer, but we have to at some point. Who could be a replacement at Liverpool for the great Mohamed Salah when he departs? So I've picked out 6 names and I'm going to go through them one by one, asking you guys, of course, to let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Do drop a like on the video, and of course, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, you know what we'd love you to do. So look, I want to start off by saying one thing very clearly. I don't think anybody in world football is going to be able to come in and be an absolute replacement for Mohamed Salah. Whoever we bring in will have to be an addition to a very good squad, and the goals and assists will have to be shared around because the great man puts up great numbers, and there's a reason he's the highest paid player in the history of Liverpool Football Club, because he has very, very, very much earned that contract from his amazing goals, assists and performances. So I want to get that out of the way first and foremost, but we do have to go through and start naming some players, so let's get straight to number 1. And by the way, these aren't done in any particular preference. They're just 6 players that I've picked out. So the first one we're going to talk about is Rafael Leao. And yes, I'm aware he's a left winger, but you know, football players can move sides, and we've seen it before with Sadio Mane. Came to Liverpool, started out on the right side, but was shifted across to the left. So Rafael Leao, to me, is he probably is top of my list, actually, if not second. It's very close between him and somebody else, but price point, I don't know, guess-wise, 100 million quid for AC Milan. I don't know if his new contract has a buyout clause inserted into it, but he seems to be adamant his near future anyway will be at Milan. Obviously, they were runners-up in the Champions League, but I think his level is too good, to be quite honest with you, and I think Milan will stutter over the next couple of seasons, and eventually I think he will leave AC Milan and find his way to another club in Europe. And the question for us will be, will that be before Mohamed Salah moves on and Liverpool look to get a replacement, or will we be able to maybe coincide it? I don't think this one's really feasible for a couple of reasons. One, I don't think that we will see FSG spend that much money on a player to come in for that position, unless we get a god-awful amount of money for Mo. I'm not expecting much more than 100 million for Mo, if I'm being honest, but I would very much happily spend that 100 million on Rafa Leao if we got it. So for me, Leao was probably my number 1 contender. But we've got 5 more to get through, so don't forget, let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Next one up on the list is Rodrigo. Now, I'm aware that this one seems highly unlikely. I am. He's really young. They've been patient with him as well since I think he came in from Sao Paulo in Brazil. I think a fee of about 49 million euro, if memory is correct. And he has started over the last season or two to really establish himself in the starting 11. But there's a certain Frenchman who may be making his way to the Santiago Bernabeu, and they will have to fund that. And they've got Endrick coming in as well. So I wonder if they are going to be open to an offer for Rodrigo. And if they are open to an offer, I'd like to see Liverpool put forward that offer. For me, it's him and Rafa Leao, the two of them at the top of my list. So I'd love to see him. History shows we don't really go and spend money with Real Madrid to bring players in, but if we are to break that, if we are to look for a young, hungry, quality player with experience already and a future ahead of him, I think we could do a lot worse than Rodrigo from Real Madrid. But it would have to be in a situation where obviously they're looking to bring in players and they need to free up some money. If Real Madrid don't need to free up money, they're not going to have any interest in selling Rodrigo. So there is caveats to this. There's going to be one name missing from this list, and that is Kvaratskhelia. He's not going to be in this list because I don't think Kvaratskhelia is a good fit for Liverpool, if I'm being honest. He's a bit of a goal-scoring drought at the minute. Hasn't scored since March, I believe, for Napoli. So I'm still not convinced, hence why he's not on the list. Next player we're going to have a chat about is the one that you're all going to laugh at, which is Jarrod Bowen. This is one that I think just is because he's English. I don't think people really give Jarrod Bowen credit for how tidy and how consistent the footballer he is. He's 25 years of age, I believe, if my memory's right, and would probably command a fee of about 50, 60 million pound. And for a versatility, for hard worker, for somebody who could work in a system, for somebody that would run through brick walls, I like Jarrod Bowen. I've always been a fan of Jarrod Bowen. And again, want to reiterate, I don't think any one person can be a replacement for Mohamed Salah. But if Liverpool were to look for a more affordable, gettable option, I don't think Jarrod Bowen is the worst idea. But this is a democracy. So I want to know your thoughts, my friends. Let us know in the comment section. Jarrod Bowen, what are you saying for 50 or 60 million? Next one is Johan Bakayoko. Now, this dude was linked with a move to Brentford, and I think they turned down an offer of about £39 million for him. He's been linked with Liverpool a lot over the past few months. He is a talented young man, and he will probably go for upwards of that 40 million this summer if he does move. I'm not sure if he's ready for the step up at Liverpool, and I say that because I haven't watched enough of him personally to know, but I have to include him in this list because there's been enough links from the media over the past few months of his name to Liverpool, and again, right type of profile for Liverpool and for FSG and their often miserly ways, probably a more palatable option financially as well. So Johan Bakayoko, what are you saying, folks? Yes or no? You'll also notice that there's a mix of left and right footers in these lists, and again, I want to know your thoughts. Do you think we need somebody a bit more established than Bakayoko, or is it worth rolling the dice on a young, hungry talent? Again, let us know in the comment section. Michael Olise, somebody who almost moved in the summer but decided to stay at Crystal Palace, signed a new contract there as well, and I think probably about 40 million, maybe a little bit higher, would get him. And I really like this guy as well. He is hard-working as they come. He is full of energy, guile and creativity. Still needs to add a little bit more in the goal-scoring department. His assists are very impressive. But again, if you're looking for somebody who's been and done it in the Premier League, somebody who's, again, the right profile age-wise, Olise is somebody I think a lot of us would be interested to see how we get on at Liverpool Football Club. And if it was 40-45 million pound, again, I think value-wise, it wouldn't be the worst investment. So I wouldn't be in any way displeased if Michael Olise became a Liverpool player when Mo leaves. But, as I said, we want to know your thoughts. So let us know. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And the next one, and the last one on my list, is Karim Adeyemi, somebody who Liverpool had looked at and we'd been strongly linked with before he made the move from Salzburg to Dortmund. Somebody who was pushed on since he's been at Dortmund, and I would suggest, I think this is one of the more likely ones for us. Really feels like the type of player that Klopp would perhaps finally go back to his former club to try and bring to Anfield. His development has been top-notch. He's adding goals to his game, and he's a really good player. Again, this list is players that I like, players that I think could do a job. Yes, Bakayoko is the one on the list I haven't really watched all that much of, but this gentleman here I think would be a fine addition to Liverpool's young, hungry team. So, let us know in the comment section. Do you agree or disagree? Are there any other names that you'd like to see us discuss? I'm sure Donyell Malen, as an example, is a name. I'm absolutely aware that not having Kvaratskhelia on this list will annoy some people as well. But we want to know your thoughts in the comment section. Let us know. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and keep your eye out for many more videos coming up over this international break to hopefully keep you guys entertained and looking forward to the Reds being back in action. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.